Dolly, before you go off on your Pokemon adventure, are you planning on taking those dice?
What's wrong with these dice, Dad?
Oh, you're not gonna catch any Pokemon with those. You need these Libris Arcana dice.
Oh, Libris Arcana?
Yes, and right now if you use the code word SeiChow, you get 20% off at checkout.
Oh wow, I have just enough Poke for that.
Well, with the allowance money that you got for helping me with the Pokemon we just bred, you should have more than enough and plenty to spare.
I'll definitely get a subscription then. But by chance, do you want to give me my first one for free?
Okay, I've already used the code word, so here.
Thanks, Dad. You're the best. Oh, also, Dad, how do you spell SeiChow again?
SeiCho.
SeiCho. Got it, Dad.
Alright, you be safe out there.
You got it.
The Gatling gang prepare to take on Largo and his Snorlax. Jackson walks towards Kory. He's on the ground, writhing in pain, with like this black aura around him, and Jackson knows that Kory, he had this very noticeable white speck in his hair before, something to do with the trauma that he received as a small child with the loss of his mom. He now sees Kory's hair and is completely white. Jackson kneels down to Kory. Kory, wake up! He's shaking Kory, and it's not affecting anything. Gatlin directs his men, "Man, hold him off while we get Kory back to his feet." And they say, "Yes, boss." "Vaporeon, go!" "Bro, let's take care of this guy so we can take a nap afterwards." "Ninetales, it's time to demonstrate your power." "Snorlax, Mega Punch." So Snorlax comes and hits Vaporeon. Vaporeon flies back, kind of catches its ground, but it looks hurt. "The only good Vaporeon is a grilled one." "Snorlax, take him down."
Snorlax.
We go back to Orange and Rory in the middle of a battle. "Call out your next pathetic Pokemon, or admit defeat, Burnt Orange."
"Defeat? Never. Sandshrew, go!"
So out comes Sandshrew, rolls around a little ball, and then it pops out. All of a sudden, Orange, you hear something next to you. It's Dolly. She's. So I'm gonna retcon something I said last episode. When Dolly was brought back to life, I said that she was brought back fully healed and everything. What it is like you were brought back, but like you still have low HP, and you're still in like pretty rough state, like you were just dead. Dolly, Orange looks over. You're calling out Pokemon. Go ahead and pick one.
I'm calling out Pokemon?
You're calling a Pokemon out.
You didn't set the... You've been revived. You aren't at full HP, but you are in the fight now, is what he was trying to say.
You're barely able to stand, but you want to help.
Okay. Alright, trash can. I'm gonna get you for that. Go, Onyx!
So Onyx comes out. He has a sand shrew, and London, she's awake because she's just in a rough state. She wants to help as well. She's not a Pokemon trainer, but she sees there is a group of Kory that they befriended Holy Moon in general, and they're looking concerned, and she's gonna try to get some help from one of them.
I see. Clefairy, come over here. Please, we need your help.
One of the Kory heeds your call for help and jumps in next to the Onyx and the Sandshrew, and it's ready to fight in your behalf. Okay, so for this fight, we're gonna do a little bit different. I want to do something cool and different. I think that it would be really cool. I think I said cool too many times. Basically, I want one of you only to choose one of your Pokemon only to roll for, but with advantage because you have help. I want you guys to all attack together, and the Scyther will attack on its own. So it's like a tag team kind of thing where you guys can coordinate attacks together. You know what I'm going with this?
I think so.
So basically, like...
Onyx, you hit him right. Sandshrew, you hit him left.
Combine moves together, like he can roll up on the Onyx and then come down, like be creative.
Climb up Onyx and spin dive onto it. Just think of every Pokemon battle you've seen and just
Onyx
use the environment of each other.
Yeah, I want you guys to really play off each other's Pokemon, do some cool stuff so we can make it visually appealing for the listeners.
Onyx, become a ladder.
Visually.
It's really a ditto and it... That was actually really good. Wow. Before we move on, I want to... There's somebody doing the voice of London this time, not me. Do you want to say who you are?
Yeah, my name is Erin. Hello.
She's going to be just joining us for us this episode, and she's relieving me of having to do another girl voice for this episode, so it's very nice. If I were you guys, I would see who has the best dex out of your Pokemon, and then have that person roll for your guys' initiative, because you guys are rolling one initiative.
I have 13.
I have 12.
12?
12, yes.
I don't know what
You have a
Clefairy's
what?
is. A 13.
You have a...
Clefairy's a 14.
Clefairy's really a 14?
Wow.
Clefairy's got the highest.
Really? Okay, so you're going to roll a d20 twice, because you have advantage.
Say it.
11 and 20.
Okay,
Nice.
so you're going to take your 20. So, yeah, I'm just below that.
You have Sandshrew, and then you have Clefairy. Is Clefairy just going to use her poundage attack, because that's the only one?
Is that the only thing she can do? I don't know.
Just disarming.
Can you hear? Let's make it. Yeah, you can do any of those moves that you want.
Clefairy, we need you to distract them. Disarming voice.
So Clefairy looks at you, acknowledges that it's going to do what you say. It uses a disarming voice attack. Scyther is going to have to make a DC 13 Charisma. I don't think he's going to get it with that. Nope. So he fails the save. So you're going to roll 2d6. You're going to roll it twice. So 4, 8.
7.
7.
4 plus 3 is 7.
I have a degree and gaining advantage on their next attack on a failed save.
So that means Onyx's attack will have advantage.
Yeah, so he's vulnerable now.
Mhm.
Okay, so Scyther gets blasted by this voice, and it...
What does that sound like?
This voice, it booms, and the sound waves hit Scyther, and he kind of drops his guard. His scythes are usually up, they're kind of dropped down, they're hanging down, and Scyther is wide open now.
Onyx, while he's distracted, quickly, use Constrict around him.
So you're gonna have advantage right now.
It says DC 17. Oh wait, let me just read it from here.
Yes.
One grappled target must make a DC 17 strength saving throw.
Okay, so I'll go for the save throw.
Mhm.
I'm rolling bad right now. 6. Okay, I got an 8, so I don't think I saved right.
No.
No, it says, and then it says 22 D10 plus 6 bludgeoning damage
Okay, but
on a failed
it
save.
should be changed on your card because
Yeah, we did scale that down.
Yeah,
yes.
3d10 is pretty.
It shows 1d10
Plus
damage
6?
each turn.
Or just 1d10.
So
How many was it originally? 9?
3d10 plus 6,
3 D10?
which is a lot.
Okay, that's fair. Go ahead.
No. Wait. No, that's 8.
There you
There
go.
you go.
I just have trouble finding 10s.
1.
Plus anything?
No.
On this it does, but that doesn't.
Yeah.
I think
this
we
just says
took.
1
Yeah,
to
we
10.
took away that bonus.
Wait, it's 1d10 just flat?
Yeah,
I
that's
want-
what we.
Yeah,
that's
we
what we
nerfed it
scaled
down-
it
yeah,
down.
I think that's too nerfed.
Sure,
Okay.
that's fine. That's
You want me to do 2?
or add his strength bonus.
3d10, so
His strength bonus is 6.
1d10 plus
I don't
6.
see what's wrong with 3d10, honestly. 3d10's fine, but maybe we could just take down the 6.
And just do 3d10?
Think of it this way:
3d10,
max possible damage with 3d10 is 30.
Is that too open?
And imagine if it like has advantage, or like I have advantage, like it can do it.
We could make it
we'll do
2d10 plus 3?
2d10 plus 2.
Okay. So 2d10.
Trying
plus-
to
So 1, 3, and 2. 6. So 6 damage.
6 damage. Okay. Alright. And now, so he was disarmed by the voice. Was wide open. The onyx wraps around him and got him constricted.
Yes,
Okay, because I say constructed a lot.
you did.
It has him constricted, and Scyther's like trying to get out, but he's just. Onyx is very strong, and he can't break out. And now it's wide open for Sandshrew to do something.
Alright, Sandshrew. Not like we needed the help. But he's wide open for a scratch attack.
Do I get advantage on this?
I'm going to give you advantage because he can't defend himself.
Yeah, in this same turn, her disarming voice.
But even without that,
Yeah.
he's constricted. He's
Grappled,
unable to. His arms are like.
Alright, so it's plus 3 to hit, so it's a unnatural 20.
Yeah, you're definitely going to hit him.
Okay, and 1d6 plus 1.
4.
4 damage.
4 damage, yeah. It's a scratch. It's Sentry's weaker.
So, Sandshrew comes in with a scratch, and it really hurts Scyther, and he's not looking great right now. So Scyther's gonna go, and I believe he needs to try to break out. He has to make a break out of the grapple strength check. What is it that I need to meet?
13.
17.
Oh,
DC
okay.
17.
So I got a 15. So Scyther is struggling. He's trying to break out, and he's unable to. He's still just stuck.
So do we want to do anything a little differently this time, or do we just
I was
wail
gonna
on
just
him
do
while
a
he's...
pound because
Yeah.
she's still there. So, Clefairy, we need you to finish it off. Do pound.
Sandshrew, double team on him. Use another scratch.
So Keferi comes in with a vicious pound, and at the same time as Sandshrew coming in with his scratch, and you guys are both gonna have advantage. So you're gonna roll that twice. It's the D20.
16.
6 and
Okay,
19.
you're definitely gonna hit with that
16 total.
one. Okay, so with Onyx still keeping him restrained, you guys both come down and hit. And we'll see how much damage.
5.
5 damage.
6.
Okay,
Plus 2.
6 plus 2.
so you guys get like a knockout punch. You guys hit him from both sides, and Scyther goes limp, and Onyx releases the lifeless Scyther at this point. Scyther's not able to battle anymore. Dolly, you have enough strength to recall Onyx.
Good job, Rock Bottom. Return! Dolly in her head. I feel like I accomplished something. I hope this helped. Good luck, guys. You got this.
And as she says that, she collapses to the ground. Still, that took a lot out of her. She just came back. And that just took every bit of what she had left to do that battle. Scyther, return. So Rory is he's angry, and he addresses you. Scyther may have lost, but my pride refuses to let me fall. He pulls out a sword and goes to strike at you. Now, this is going to be something different. Burnt Orange has his own attacks.
Ooh. Interesting.
Because it's a surprise attack, I'm not going to get advantage, but I'm going to attack first. So you have how much HP you have? You lost 5 from doing a transformation. So you usually have 27, right? And so
22.
now you're at
22. And you
Oh,
get 5.
yes.
okay,
17.
22 minus 5. That's how much HP you have right now.
Yes, 17.
So I'm going to roll, see if I hit your AC. Alright, so I got a 6 plus 2 is 8 to hit. Did I hit you?
No.
Okay, so when Rory comes up fast, he swipes down his sword, and you grab the sword. You do a little laugh. So you hold the sword with your hand, and you do your thing, and then you push him back, and Rory gets pushed back a little bit, and it's your turn.
Okay, sorry, I'm just trying to read some of this. It's really hard to read.
Okay, so in his Burnt Orange ability, he has the ability of Heat Aura. Any creature that begins its turn within 5 feet of him takes 1d4 fire damage. That's automatic. He has 2 actions, one called Spitfire. It's plus 2 to hit. The range is 30 to 90 feet. And that's fire damage, of course. And then he has Fire Spin, which is a recharge. It's swirling fire in a 10-foot radius, 30 feet high. They must make a DC 12 save. They take half the damage, but on a fail, they take the full damage, of course. You can maintain the effect with an action, but it requires concentration, just like in D&D.
So I've just knocked him back, grabbed his sword.
He's still within 5 feet of you.
Still within 5 feet. Okay.
Nice try, Rory. My turn. Spitfire!
8.
Plus. Oh, dear.
That's with the plus.
Oh, so you got an 8?
8.
An 8 does not hit. You spit up this very hot-looking lava kind of thing, and it goes, and he's able to dodge it, and where it lands, it kind of burns a hole into the cave floor. It's that hot. I'm sending you back to hell where you belong, monster. That's another 8.
It's the same roll that I just...
I just rolled this before that too. So he comes with another slash attack, and you kind of just go backwards, and he barely misses you by an inch, and you smile at him, and then you're going to do your move with. I'm going to give you advantage on this because you're going to attack him while he's in the middle of swinging.
Fire Spin!
So you land back.
Didn't have anything to say there. It's kind of a quick action anyway, so.
Yeah, it's fine. As you're going back, you land and you blow out a fire, and the way you blow it, it engulfs around him. Oh, also at the start of his turn, because you were within 5 feet, he takes what, 1d4?
Oh yeah.
Also, did you declare? You're still
Should
declaring
I roll the fire damage or?
intimidation.
Oh yeah, roll the fire damage.
That's D4. 3.
So yeah, he takes 3 damage.
And then it's a DC save for the fire spin.
Okay, so that's a 16.
It is a dex save, so dex.
He's
Oh,
not,
he makes
he's not fast because he's way down with armor.
But yeah, he makes it. So it says half on I think half. Yeah, half damage on a successful save.
Okay.
It's 2d6 fire damage. That's 3 points of damage total.
Okay, so this big firewall engulfs him, and Rory does like a dodge roll out of the flames. The armor that he's wearing is protecting him from the flames, and his hair looks a little singed. His skin's a little singed, but he's okay. It's gonna take more than that to stop me, demon. He's gonna take a weird stance. His sword is gonna start to glow, and he's gonna yell out, "Shining sword attack!" And he's gonna come at you. He's gonna come at you with a ferocious speed, but you seem to be one step ahead of this guy. It's kind of like an uneven playing field. Just because this guy, he's very talented, he's a very good warrior, but you are just unhuman right now, and your speed is just unrivaled. He's using all the stops to try to swing and hit you, but you are just eluding everything, and you're very cocky about it.
Right. I'm gonna say that like when he comes at me with a swing, kind of like anime style, I'm gonna jump up into the air and do a Spitfire attack just down right on top of him.
Go ahead.
Yeah, that's not hit. It's a 7.
So you Spitfire, and he kind of tries to block it with he's wearing
Gauntlets.
Gauntlets, right? With his gauntlet, and it actually melts through his gauntlet, but it doesn't hurt his skin. It just melted through the gauntlet, and like he's freaking out a little bit. He's never fought anybody like you before.
Who you calling a demon?
This would be a good time for you to actually surprise, sneak, disarm voice, because he's not even paying attention to you right now.
To Rory. On Rory.
Yeah, I'm Rory.
Clefairy, quickly, go use your disarming voice. Go help him.
So, is there stealth on this thing? What would it?
Deception, persuasion, yes, stealth. Plus
Oh, it does have a stealth skill. I want you to roll stealth with a d20, please.
This one?
Yes, and add 4 to it.
13, so 17.
So Clefairy's gonna like go rock to rock and get closer to Rory. And as Rory just got his gauntlet burned, he's about to attack Orange again. So the Clefairy does as it was told. It shouts out, "Clefairy!" And Rory is like, Rory gets surprised and rocked by this disarming voice. He drops his sword. He kind of drops to his knees, and he's just wide open right now. So Burnt Orange, it's time to strike, bud.
Yeah. Am I able to do like physical attacks too?
You know what?
Because like I see him drop his sword and drop to his knees. I just like dash at him and grab him by the throat
You could
for dramatic effect.
You could Spitfire on your hand and punch him.
Jesus Christ.
Except for my hand's gonna burn off.
No, because like you're surrounded, but like you're engulfed in like a fiery aura.
Has
like
he
it's
taken any-
legit fire.
Aura damage?
He's taken it once, yeah.
Okay. Should he take another round? Or?
I think because he's within 5 feet right now.
I'm just.
Roll the d4. It's not me.
3 again. Okay.
Okay. So what are you gonna do? He's defenseless right now. He's on his knees. He doesn't have his sword. He's wide open.
Okay.
And you have an advantage on this.
I do have advantage on this. Okay. Okay. So before I actually say what I do for listeners, do you care if I just like run up, grab him by the throat, and Spitfire directly into his face?
You can do that. You can do whatever you want, really.
No.
Well, here. How about this? Because you're going for the kill right now.
Mm-hmm.
So this is what I want you to do. You go in because you see the opening, and you choke him, right?
Mm-hmm.
I want you to roll a wisdom throw.
A wisdom throw.
A wisdom saving throw.
Right now. Okay.
Yes.
9. Wait, what
Plus.
do I have? 0. 9.
Even though Burnt Orange has full control right now, there's still a bit of orange back there.
Mm-hmm.
Now, Burnt Orange is a lot more savage. He's a lot more ruthless. Orange, he wanted to get back at this guy for hurting Dolly, but he doesn't want to necessarily kill this guy. So, like, he's struggling, like burnt orange is wanting to spit in this guy's face, spit fire, and he's holding it back.
Because I resist the urge to just like melt this guy's face off. So Orange then dash. What just happened? I forgot. Oh yeah,
You have him in a choke.
Oh, do you want me to start from there, or do you want me to start from the dash up, grab him, and then?
You got him in the choke right now.
Okay, cool. All right, so I'm holding him. I've run up and I've grabbed him. I have his basically holding him by the neck, and I'm literally about to just melt his face. Instead, Orange kind of takes mild control for a second, and the Spitfire gets redirected right past Rory's face. And I assume Rory's at this point quivering a little bit. That's the way I see it.
He's
just terrified.
He thinks you're like a demon.
Yeah. And then Burnt Orange says,
Looks like we're not taking your life today. We'll settle for your pride.
And then I'm going to say he just headbutts him.
So you headbutt him, and he's not able to defend, and Rory is knocked unconscious. London, you're going to go ahead and drift back to Dreamworld 2. You used up the rest of your energy as well, because you were exhausted, and you did good.
Clefairy, thank you. Thank you so much for saving us.
You're still burnt orange. I want you to do a strength check because you're going to attempt to pick them both up.
Oh, gotcha. Okay. Alright. Like slump him over my shoulder.
Exactly.
18?
Yeah, plus
my 7.
So
25.
You walk towards Dolly. The fire where you go to touch her, it withdraws back to you, and as you slump her over your shoulder, the flames go away too. So like it's staying away from her. And the flames, the intensity have died down now that you're a little bit more calm. You go over, you also pick up London's body. So you have Dolly on one shoulder, London on the other. And you're walking like a badass. Just flames, but like, not burning them, of course.
He made a point to say that he wasn't going to hurt any of my friends, so...
Yeah, burnt orange. So, to put in more context if people are confused, what Kuzan did was he appealed to the lust of Orange. In doing so, it unintentionally unlocked Burnt Orange from... He was repressed because of the stuff they did for his childhood to make him forget, so he wouldn't be able to transform into this anymore. Electrotherapy. It made Burnt Orange be able to become a part of Orange again. So it's not Kuzan's doing. This is something totally different. It's not the black aura that's surrounding everybody. These are legit flames that are coming off of Burnt Orange. Okay. So you walk for a little bit, Burnt Orange, sorry. Mr. Burnt Orange.
You're right.
You come across a tent that's already set up. You put both Dolly and London in there. Just then, your flames dissipate. You're now orange again. And you are going to join the fainting party. And is there anything you want to say as you faint and pass out to the ground?
That was rough, but I think we just might make it through this thing alive. So I'm just going to say that, as I drop down to my knees and prepare to slip into unconsciousness, I look over at Dolly and see that she's safe. I kept her safe for you, Brock. Just like I promised.
As you fall down, your face is right next to a locket.
Ooh, I knew this was Kory's tent. I just...
That's called metagaming, Zach.
Well, no. Orange did not know. Zach did.
Gotcha.
I'm a good writer.
Beautiful.
Okay. So we're back in the dark place that Kory's trapped in right now. Kory has a very crazed look in his eyes. He's very defeated looking. He's not even blinking. He's just watching his mother die in repeat over and over and over again still. It's been... At this point, close to an hour, but time works kind of different in here. He's been in here for like what seems like lifetimes. I don't really have a correct measurement of what the time difference is, but it's...
He's lost track of time in the madness that he's been
So
healed.
think of dreams. You think, like, when you're in a dream, it seems like it's so long, but it's really, like, not much time has passed in real life. It's a lot like that, to where, like, the times, it's very different.
Yeah, you can
So
have
Kory
like a-
feels like he's been in there for centuries, probably. Another Kory walks towards you, but this Kory is completely white hair. Now the Kory that's still like chained watching this, he still has black hair.
Mhm.
So he stands over Kory, very intimidating. He has like no expression on his face, very cold, very emotionless. He cracks his neck both ways, and then he kind of like turns weird, and like this weird creepy smile comes on his face. Look at you. You look pathetic. It's no wonder Jackson hates you. You're a joke. As helpless now as you were back then. And he points to the Beedrill going through your mom. Pokemon evolve when they are weak and need to get stronger. It's survival of the fittest. You see that Beedrill? And he's still pointing. It was once a worthless, pathetic Weedle. I'm sure you can relate. One day it was tired of being weak, so it decided to evolve and become the predator instead of the prey. So which would you rather be? The predator or the prey? Okay, so we're cutting back to the Gatling gang, and they are having a terrible time against the Snorlax. Vaporeon's shooting Aurora beams. It's just bouncing off the fat of the Snorlax. Bro, use confusion. So Kadabra holds out the spoon and tries to use confusion. The Snorlax is like freaking out.
Snorlax!
Body slam! The Snorlax jumps up, comes down. The whole ground vibrates. The Pokemon get thrown back into walls. Kadabra especially gets thrown back hard. He falls down. He drops his spoon. They're getting worked right now by the Snorlax. What's wrong with him? This might sound strange, but I've seen something very similar to this before, but not on a human. What do you mean? I was in a Pokemon battle and Tauros was put to sleep, and they used a move called Dream Eater. This is very reminiscent of that, but it's on a very stronger scale. Well, what can we do? I don't know if this will work, but we don't have a choice at this point. He's digging around his pockets and he finds a bottle, and he pulls out the bottle and he hands it to Jackson. It's an awakening. I don't know if it'll work on a human, but right now it's the only option we have. Jackson opens the bottle. Kory's mouth is a little bit open. He pours it down his mouth. Wake up, damn it. I'll be the one to kill you one day, but you're not gonna die today. Back to Kory and his thing. It's time for a metamorphosis. To be strong and inflict the pain and torture these Beedrill caused you onto the world. It's time to become the predator. He cracks his neck. Again, white-haired Kory, that's what we'll call him, bends down and he wraps his arms around you, Kory. And a strong glow starts to happen. And then we go back to what's happening in the real world. Jackson screaming, "Wake up, damn it!" And all of a sudden, the aura that was surrounding you goes away.
The red aura. The dark aura, not the white
It's
Kory
not
aura.
it's not the dark aura that was.
No, but it's a black aura, you said.
It was black aura,
Yes.
but it's not the same that was like engulfing the other ones.
Yes.
Like this is just like it was like black, and then like there was like some static
Yep.
going on. You open your eyes, Kory, and you shove Jackson away from you, and you stand up, and you have this very intimidating stance, just like the white-haired one did. You take off your glasses, you throw them by your feet, and you stomp on it. Well, not stomp on it, but you crack him with your foot. You crack your neck, you have this crazy smile on your face, and you reach for a Pokeball. We'd like to thank Erin again for stepping up and being London in this episode. She will also be London in next episode as well.
You can follow me on Instagram at indiga_vixen. And yeah, thank you for having me.